I've been saying this for a while. Ever since I heard Tickets to My Downfall, Machine Gun Kelly's punk rock type album, influenced a lot and helped a lot by Travis Barker. Ever since I heard that album, I was like, wait a minute. Because I wasn't expecting to like it, right? Because MGK's rap mixtape he did before that, right after he got, the whole diss by Eminem thing, it wasn't good at all. It was terrible, actually. So I wasn't expecting much when I go into Tickets to My Downfall, right? And it's, this punk rock thing that he's got going on. He's dropped a couple singles for it. Haven't really paid attention to it. I listened to that album and I was literally impressed. I feel like people were hating on MGK just because of the Eminem beef. But like if you like punk rock, it's a good album, right? And so it got me thinking a while ago, like, what if rappers like tried to do punk rock, right? And then so, Trippie's been tweeting that he wanted to make a punk rock album. And then he later said, you know what, he's not going to make a separate album. He's just going to make a deluxe for Pegasus, right? And call it Neon Shark versus Pegasus or whatever. And I knew Trippie had been on MGK's album. He was on a song, I forgot what it was called. It was like All I Know Is I Don't Know Nothing, or All I Know, something like that. He was on that song on MGK. Good song, great album. And so he made Neon Shark versus Pegasus, which is a punk rock type album. And it brings the question, like, should rappers try punk rock, And when I say rappers, I'm thinking of like Uzi, Travis, like, should these rappers try punk rock? Because I listened to Neon Shark versus Pegasus, and so I'll get onto my thoughts about that in a second, but it really opens the door because an artist that can do two different genres is usually looked upon as better than an artist who just stays in one lane. Like artists all the time get hated and slandered for making the same exact song or the same type of music over and over and over again. So it's good to change it up a bit, switch the pace. I think punk rock, not that it's really related to rap, but there's a connection there, I feel like. And MGK has proved that. Because whether you like MGK or not, he was very successful rapping, right? He had the beef with Eminem, and still a lot of people took his side. He has a pretty decently sized fan base. He goes over to punk rock, right? And now Trippie's kind of following his footsteps. Now I'm not saying, I don't know if either of them, I doubt either of them are going to stay in the punk rock lane. I think Trippie's, he's going to go back to rap. But the fact that he went there at all is kind of big. So it brings the question, should rappers do punk rock stuff? And so I listened to Neon Shark versus Pegasus. It was 14 songs brought by or produced and all that good stuff, brought to life by Travis Barker. A couple MGK features, a couple other features, a Black Bear feature in the title track, which was kind of nice. And I thought it was pretty decent. Now, honestly, I didn't like it as much as Tickets to My Downfall. I thought it wasn't as polished, it wasn't as clean. There was some experimental stuff that Trippie was doing, which I get it, it's supposed to be experimental, obviously. But there was like some of the yelling and like the growling kind of, the throaty vocals I didn't really like as much. But I still thought there were good songs, like Megalodon was a good song, Frozen Ocean, I think. And there was another song I cannot think of this song. I don't know, there's another song. There was the first song I kind of liked. I wasn't a fan of songs like Swimming. There's another song I wasn't a fan of. I'll put them there. I can't remember them, dude. I just finished listening to it, so all the names are still fresh and leaving my head. But I mean, it begs the question because Trippie did pretty good on it. He dropped the single Dreamer, which is also on the album. Dreamer, I listened to and I liked, so I liked the song Dreamer. And yeah, man, it was just an interesting take, an interesting view from Trippie, something he's always wanted to do, and he finally did it. Is this going to be a fan favorite? I'm not sure, because I know a lot of people don't really like Trippie to start out with, and so they might not even listen to a Trippie punk rock thing. And I feel like a lot of people like Trippie, but aren't going to like the punk rock thing. But I feel like there's a good portion of people on the internet who are like, hey man, it's a new style, it's a new genre, give it a chance, let it sink in, and they'll kind of grow to like it almost. I feel like it'll be like that. But I mean, yeah, I was excited for the album. It wasn't a letdown. It wasn't like a perfect 10 out of 10. It wasn't at all a letdown. It was something new. It was exciting. The drum lines were crazy. Travis Barker goes crazy with that. Yeah, and it brought kind of just this new feeling and this new movement to rap. So the question to y'all, should more rappers do this style? Should we try to hear Uzi on a punk rap type beat? Because I mean, he said he did something with drill, right? He did something on a drill beat. Should rappers experiment and do punk rock? I personally, I think they should. I don't think it needs to be 14 songs long. I don't think it needs to be led by Travis Barker, but I think it would be interesting, man, to see like somebody like Uzi, Travis, even Post on like a punk rock, Post Malone on a punk rock beat. I feel like that'd be good. So yeah, it just poses a question out there with first, you know, MGK doing it, then Trippie kind of following in his footsteps. So yeah, I think it'd be interesting. And if you liked or kind of liked, or you're not really sure and you kind of enjoyed Neon Shark versus Pegasus, I highly recommend you listen to MGK's album, Tickets to My Downfall. I thought every song was a banger on the album. And I'm not even like a big punk rock guy either. That's the thing. I really just went in there not expecting much, and I either liked or found something good about every song on MGK's album. So yeah, I mean, that was my thoughts about Neon Shark. I didn't go too specifically into this review. I didn't really want to. I just wanted to kind of capture like the overall things. And also, I'm not gonna like pick apart Trippie. It's his first time doing a punk rock album, so there was a lot of stuff that was kind of eh. But I mean, overall, it was nice. It was listenable, and yeah, I think it opened the door for a lot of other rappers to try to follow in their footsteps and make some punk rock. So that's all I got for this video. And comment down below if you liked this, if you didn't like it, some other genre or artist you want to see do this. And yeah, that's all I got. Like and subscribe, please. I need it.